In this video, I'm going to talk about 3 different ISFP blind spots that once you have awareness of, you can transform those dilemmas into strengths and live more in alignment with your personality type. What's up, Legend? Sherman here from Geek Psychology, where I help people like you and me use their personality type to play life better. ISFPs are what I call within the RPG model the engaging souls, and this is about engaging in the present moment, being aware through your senses, and following your soul. First and foremost, following that part of you, that conscience that's saying this is a good thing to do, this is a bad thing to do. Do I like this? Do I dislike this? Do I hate this? And living into conviction with that. And it's a very present, very physical personality type. But with that, there are blind spots. We all have blind spots. This is not something that only you have, but because of your personality type, you have specific blind spots. So imagine that you have these 8 different characters that play a role in your life's movie. These are your cognitive functions. You have the adept, the commander, the mystic, the explorer. You have the soul, the envoy, the guardian, and the adventurer. But your strengths lie in the soul and the adventurer working together. Imagine all of these different characters play different roles within your psyche. And for some personality types, what is a strength for them is a weakness for you, and vice versa. So for you as an ISFP, because you are so present in the physical world, one blind spot is going to be the idea space. What does this all mean? Where is this going? What is the long-term ramifications of this? Or am I thinking too melee, too up close and personal about this thing? Do I need to zoom out? Do I need to extend my timeline? Do I need to see this from a different perspective and understand the patterns and the deeper meanings of all this? That could be a blind spot that is technically introverted intuiting, or what I call the mystic. It's about visioning, about scrying into the future or seeing things in a different way. And this is your tertiary function. And for all of us, the tertiary function is a place of relief. It's a place of childish or childlike behavior. Sometimes we think we're really good at it. Sometimes we realize that we're not actually that good at it. So idea space is generally going to be a blind spot or a weakness for ISFPs because you are a sensor. That means the intuiting aspects are likely something that you're not going to be spending as much time in, right? It's not your superpower. It's not your genius. It's not your strength. Now, you can develop it, but it's not your innate focus, and you generally don't have as much energetic bandwidth that you can focus on that aspect because you're doing the sensory stuff. Another version of intuiting is your 7th function, extroverted intuiting. This is what I call the explorer. This is about innovating, about taking things, putting them together, seeing what happens, mainly in idea space. Now, you might think that you're good at that because you might be thinking of it in the sensory term. Like, I can just pick up this thing and figure out how to wield it. I can pick up a new musical instrument and start playing it instantly. But this is more about imagining the possibilities, all of the possibilities, rapid fire brainstorming about where this could go, what this could be. If you do this one thing, what's going to happen from there and from there and from there? What could happen? Those are the questions that likely you're not asking yourself as much, and that could lead to a blind spot in your life where you're just missing out on possible opportunities that are not physically, tangibly present. And the last one I want to talk about is your 4th function, the commander, extroverted thinking. This is about strategizing, about setting up your life and your schedule and your goals and checking things off the list and making measurable progress on the things that are important to you in your life. As an INFP myself, ISFP, we both lead with the soul introverted feeling. We spend so much time in that space. Does this fit with me? Is this true to me? Does it resonate with me? Do I like it? Instead of, what do I need to do in order to create a life that does fit with who I am and my identity? And I will discover my identity through taking more actions, through being more entrepreneurial, through putting myself into new novel contexts and experiences and building upon those with intention, prioritizing them, delegating out tasks. These are things that if you don't pay attention to as an ISFP, your house will get messy. Your life will start kind of falling apart in little ways. And then we have to play catch up. You have to reorganize things. You have to find yourself again. And then use that as a passion, as your purpose, and take more actions towards realigning your tangible external life with who you want to become. And that's a long-term blind spot because you haven't likely developed it as much, because it's not as appealing, it's not as energizing, and yet it's aspirational. Like, you know that if you organize some stuff in your life a bit more, if you put some more stuff on a schedule, if you committed more to certain things, then your life would be different. Probably better in many ways. So maybe it could be called an intentional blind spot. It's like, I'm just not going to look at this stuff. I'm not going to pay attention to this until I have to. So as an ISFP, make sure that you don't miss the bigger picture in life while you're focused on all the details. Now, it is important to live into detail space, into your senses. That is your superpower. That's your strength. But also make sure that the idea space and organizing your life is not something that just gets discarded, especially for too long, because there are strengths within there that you can develop that will help you see things in a different way and take different actions and live more into your purpose, your identity as the engaging soul as an ISFP. And if you want to know more about the 4 different characters that make up your personality type, check out this video over here and you'll get a clearer run through of all of them. Good luck, have fun. Peace.